Hey everyone, it's Miss Solomon here, and in this video, we're going to bask in some radiance with Mary Oliver's poem, The Sun. While this poem seems like it's spoken in a whisper, don't let its calmness deceive you. Oliver's work, like much of the accessible poetry movement, is subtle on the surface, but it covers a great boiling power, if you will. So let's begin with a full reading of the poem. Please be sure to have your digital version open on your computer so that you can read along with me. As you listen, I ask that you notice how we are invited to slow down with the questions that she asks us, pause to recognize what she wants you to feel. Even more so, pause the video as you go to answer the questions for yourselves or be able to feel the image fully. So here we go. The Sun by Mary Oliver. Have you ever seen anything in your life more wonderful than the way the sun every evening, relaxed and easy, floats toward the horizon and into the clouds or the hills or the rumpled sea and is gone? And how it slides again out of the blackness every morning on the other side of the world like a red flower, streaming upward on its heavenly oils, say, on a morning in early summer, at its perfect imperial distance. And have you ever felt for anything such wild love? Do you think there is anywhere in any language a word billowing enough for the pleasure that fills you as the sun reaches out, as it warms you, as you stand there empty handed? Or have you too turned from the world? Or have you too gone crazy for power, for things? I don't know how you feel at the end of this poem, but I certainly know that I too often look away from the sun in favor of easier pastimes in the shade. So the speaker's tone is childlike, but not naive. So when we read the wisdom of that last stanza, I feel humbled down to say, yes, I think I have gone crazy for things. But after having read the poem and feeling this, hope to slow down and pay a little bit more attention. So the whole poem takes place through one of the most ordinary yet extraordinary phenomena we have access to: the sunrise and the sunset. Beyond a ball of burning gas, the sun is a daily miracle in this poem that performs an elegant ritual. Notice how Oliver personifies the sun in several lines. So in lines 7 and 8, we've got relaxed and easy, floats toward the horizon. In lines 12 and 13, we have slides again out of the blackness. I just imagine a little kid on a slide or something. And then streaming upward on its heavenly oils in line 17. The sun becomes a kind of divine performer. It's gentle, graceful, consistent. Oliver compares it to a red flower and later uses royal language like imperial distance in line 17 to give it its this grandeur and dignity that we would associate with a divine figure. There's a sense that the sun knows exactly what it's doing, and it's doing it for us. It's not rushed, it's not greedy, and generous. One of the turning points in the poem starts at line 20 when she writes, "And have you ever felt for anything such wild love?" Oliver is talking about ecstatic wonder here, the kind that overflows the senses beyond just the mere voyeuristic admiration we feel, or at least that we participate in whenever we see someone or something beautiful. kind of at a glance. It's beyond that. And she knows that language itself might not be enough to explain all of this. And she does so in lines 21 and 22 when she writes, "Do you think that there is anywhere in any language a word billowing enough for the pleasure?" This moment acknowledges both the power of poetry and its limitations. The word billowing in line 22 suggests that something overwhelming but soft at the same time, like the emotion she's trying to express. And yet, even that may fall short. Then Oliver directs her attention more directly to you when she writes, "As you stand there, empty handed, or have you too turned from this world?" This is a crucial shift in the poem because we've been living in this quiet beauty of the sun, but now Oliver drops a moral dilemma on us. Have you turned away? Have you become distracted by power, by things, by the artificial noise of contemporary life? To me, this is Oliver at her fiercest. The poem is like, it's a gentle rebuke because she'll invite you in, make you feel warm, and then she's like, "Hey." The real question here in this poem isn't about the sun, but it's about attention. And almost all of Oliver's work is about attention, whether you stop seeing what is beautiful and why. Mary Oliver, to me especially, and I believe in a lot of the contemporary conversations of poetry since the turn into globalized culture in 1989, it stands apart from many of her contemporaries because while others before her, and then even some of her contemporaries, would dwell in things like the irony, fragmentation, or political complexity of her, I guess, postmodern predecessors, Oliver's going to focus more on spiritual clarity and ecological devotion. And that is a brave thing to do, to stand out from the mold. Her work insists that wonder, just that ecstatic wonder beyond the admiration, is not trivial, it's vital. And it's for us to be like real human beings and getting beyond ourselves that way. So in this poem, The Sun, she suggests that tuning into this wonder might be a kind of resistance to the more superficial parts of our lives, like the capitalism, the materialism, and our detachment from the world and the people around us. And that world is that beautiful sunrise and sunset. I mean, I remember I have a friend that I've had since childhood. She's one of those people that anytime she sees a sunset, she just brightens up and gets her phone out and she wants to take pictures of it. And I love having her in my life because she reminds me of a Mary Oliver poem. And I hope that you all have people like that in your lives too, that can remind you to get a little bit more attached to the world and the people around us and less with the trivial power and things otherwise. So overall, this poem, I think, offers a meditation, a warning, and an invitation all at one time. So what does this mean for us? Mary Oliver asks us to reclaim our capacity to stand still, feel warmth, and see clearly. She challenges us to ask, what kind of person am I? Have I turned toward the world or away from it? So thanks for listening. I hope this poem stays with you the next time that you see a sunrise or a sunset, or if you see somebody's just unbridled joy for something that they've paid attention to. So until next time, stay curious. See you later.